And we are live for our Game of the Week on Lake TV. It's time for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pre-game show prior to two local teams squaring off here in Osage Beach. I'm William Holtz alongside the great Chris Schneider. And for those of you tuning in who watched the game last Friday and were really hoping to get treated to the Uncle Chris show again, I hate to disappoint. I'm back and at it, but we're so excited about tonight's matchup, Lebanon and Osage. And on tonight's pre-game show, you're going to talk to both head coaches, and we'll talk about not only Lebanon, who's struggled, but also Osage, who's riding a three-game winning streak, winners of 4 of their last 5, and really thinking, man, this team might be scary good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. Lebanon comes in really shorthanded. A lot of sickness, a lot of injuries on that team, so it's going to be a struggle for the Yellow Jackets.
No doubt about it. They were underdogs coming in, but when we tell you about all the things they're dealing with, you'll really understand why they got their work cut out for them. That and a whole lot more after this.
What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Happy New Year, everyone. Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture to the Lake. Still doing our winter blowout sale for a couple more weeks where we're taking 20% off all our Slumberland low prices, and you get 3 years, 36 months interest-free financing. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
And we welcome you back on Lake TV for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show as we get ready for Osage and Lebanon right here, just about 7 or 8 minutes away from tip. Now, Chris, when you talk about Lebanon, already struggling this year, 1-10, and you've been here for a little bit. You talked with their head coach, and man, they got some players out, and they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah,
tonight.
they really do. One of their starters supposedly tonight, Matt Archer, is out sick. Sophomore guard Wyatt Carr is going to be missing. Senior forward Cole Eaton is going to have to step up as a starter tonight. They're bringing up a freshman guard. He's wearing number 5 tonight. That's Blake Kaufman. He'll get in there. He usually wouldn't play for the varsity. So, a lot of moving parts for the Yellow Jackets tonight. But it's kind of been a season of these problems for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, and they play, Chris, in one of, if not arguably, the toughest conferences and schedules in the state of Missouri because they're in the Ozark Conference. They get all those Springfield schools and Bolivar and Buffalo, and I mean, they play such a strong schedule. And if you're having a down year when you play those kind of teams, I mean, we see a lot of D1 talent come out of that Springfield pool, right out of the Ozark Conference when you talk about Kickapoo and schools like that. So for Lebanon, they were already down, and then of course we're in a crazy time, not just at the high school level, but so many sicknesses and people out with some variant of COVID or flu, or including our own crew right here at Lake TV, really makes it tough, especially when you come in playing a team playing as well as these Indians.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, the Indians are definitely favored to win tonight.
Yeah, when you look at head coach Ryan Toombs, he knows that, and you actually got to catch up with him just a little bit ago.
So, Coach, it's great to see you again, but you guys come in, you're a little bit shorthanded tonight.
Yeah, we're struggling with illness and injuries. We had a lot of injuries early in the year, and finally got to play a game where I felt like we had everybody, and then right after that, it's not even all COVID. It's like COVID and strep throat and the stomach bug, and so we've got guys testing positive and negative. We got guys out with ankle injuries. So yeah, it's been a challenging year so far in a lot of ways. But right now, I just really would love to be healthy.
That would be nice. Well, and it's kind of tough. You come in here to Osage, and this Indians team is playing really well. I think they've won 3 in a row. They're pretty tough.
Yeah, no doubt. And Coach Engelbrecht's an experienced coach, won a lot of games and does a great job with them. And, they've got some good size and athleticism to go with that. And so anytime you get that kind of combination together, of course you're going to be up against it. So we were already facing a tough challenge, and tonight you add to it, and I'm hoping our kids can come out with a chip on their shoulder and accept that challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. What would it take to pull off a big upset here tonight, shorthanded?
Well, I think a big key is going to be that we limit their second chances on the offensive glass. I think we're going to have to do a really good job of taking better care of the basketball than we've been doing lately. And hopefully they're not shooting lights out on their home floor like a lot of teams tend to do. And if we get the right combination of guys playing well tonight, if the guys that we're calling up do decide to step up, and one of the things we'll tell them is it's not one guy that needs to step up and make up the difference for the 7 guys we don't have, right? It's going to take all of them together stepping up just enough. So we're real excited for this challenge, and I know our guys are going to respond.
Excellent. Well, Coach, thanks, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So that is Lebanon head coach. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back, we'll talk with Coach Craig Engelbrecht, and we'll tell you about these Osage Indians after this.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. I'm here to tell you about our off-frame modular homes. Our modular homes are built to the state construction and electrical code. They all have 2x6 exterior walls and are insulated just like a regular site-built home. Also, our homes are completely customizable from the floor plan to the kitchen, the master suite, and much more. As an added bonus, our homes are built inside a factory, so you don't have to worry about the weather affecting your construction time. When you're thinking about a new home, think Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
All right, so we told you about Lebanon. Now it's time to talk about the hometown Osage Indians. Chris, 7-3 on the year. They've won 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5, really playing their best basketball. And in Craig Engelbrecht's second year, I mean, he feels really good about where this team is at.
This guy's a Hall of Fame coach for a reason, right? I mean, he's got almost 700 wins, I think. He's really working on his 700 wins.
Wow.
And he's turned this program around. It's year 2 for him, 7-3. You can tell a difference. And, when you come in to a game against a school from a bigger conference and everything, usually you're the underdog. Tonight, no, they are expected to win and playing pretty well.
Yeah, and rightfully so. We had them, last week, and I'll tell you, they looked really good in that game. They ended up beating Camden early in the week, and you got a chance to talk with the Hall of Famer just moments ago.
And here with the Hall of Famer, Coach E. So, Coach, Lebanon comes in a little bit shorthanded with sicknesses and stuff tonight. Are you guys fairly healthy?
Fairly healthy, yeah. We've had kids in and out with sicknesses, but at this time of year and like with everybody dealing with, I think we're about normal.
Good, very good. Okay, and you ride a hot streak. I think you've won 3 in a row, 7-3, looking good.
Yeah, we've been playing good basketball. I hope that we play with intensity tonight, and if we do, we'll have a good chance to win.
What'd you like to see your team do against this Lebanon team? Just come out of the gate strong, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it really depends on our defensive pressure. If we can come out and turn them over on our press and get the tempo, it's always about tempo. If we can get them running up and down with us, we feel good about ourselves.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
So he's ready for tonight. He didn't even really want to talk to you, and he's typically a great interview. He said, listen, I got things to do. He's pumped about tonight, and you should be too. Everybody is rising here in Osage. It's time for tonight's national anthem.
Over your heart to honor the playing of our national anthem by the School of the Osage Pep Band.
You want close-ups of the students?
always love the national anthem. And so we told you about the coaches, and it's time to meet tonight's starters.
Number 15, Peyton Mitchell. Number 23, Caleb Ray. Number 31, Austin Hendricks. And number 34, Tristan Wilson. And now,
time for the Chicago Bulls introduction. So those are tonight's starters. When you look at the Indians, Alton Drace leads the team, 16 points a game, 5.3 rebounds. For the Yellow Jackets, Austin Hendricks, the junior, he's averaging 20 points a game in his last 3 contests at Eldon, at Kickapoo, and at Hillcrest, and they are going to need him in a big way tonight if they want to stay competitive. So as we get ready for tip, Chris, this game for the Indians is so crucial because when you look at their upcoming schedule, oh boy, it's tough.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Lebanon, if they want to have a shot tonight, they're going to have to get off to a good start, get some early confidence.
Just like that, drive the lane, off the glass, and good. Really good start right there for the Indians. Caleb Ray, the sophomore, with the layup off the glass. No one cut him off for the Indians. Good start for Lebanon. Osage now. Drace, top the key for 3, off the mark. Rebounded offensively by McLaughlin. And here's Osage now. Faulkner over to Stecklin. Stecklin will try the 3 rims in and out. Pulled down for Lebanon. That's Austin Hendricks, their stud. Brings it into the front court. Gets it back. A little hesitation. Nice spin move, and he's going to get called for a walk. And that's the first Lebanon turnover. Now, I want you to keep an eye on that official who just called that. Evan Busen, in my opinion, the best Misha official there is. Young, up and coming, also does college games. He was in the Final Four officiating a year ago. Local guy, really good official. Osage now almost turns it over off Lebanon. They'll maintain possession. So early going, just a minute in, Lebanon up 2-0.
Good tough defense down there from Lebanon early on the first possession. Osage had a couple of open looks.
3 from the corner from Drace again, off the mark, and it's going to be no indication. It's going to stay with Osage.
Good start for Lebanon so far. The first bucket, the early lead, that's exactly what they needed. They just hope to stay in this one.
Childs now over to Drace. Drace down to Stecklin. Baseline, pulls out. Now he's lost his dribble. Finds McLaughlin into the lane. McLaughlin, tough finish. And Osage on the board. We are tied. Brock McLaughlin. Last week, he won that game down the stretch against Camdenton with the final 6 points for Osage, and he puts him on the board here.
Yeah, he's a streaky player. He can score a lot of points in a short time.
Yeah, he's tough and out of bounds. It's going to be another Lebanon turnover. Their second here in the early going, although 2-2 is the score, 6:23 into the game. Osage, they love to shoot from deep. Chris, start 0 for 2, both coming from Alton Drace, but we know he can heat up, and man, he can score points in bunches.
Yeah, and you can see Lebanon in a zone defense there. That's usually good for outside shooting teams.
Stecklin tries to corral the pass from Childs, but can't, so it's Osage's first turnover, and they'll press here.
Slow start to the game for the Indians.
Yeah, for both teams. 2-2, only 1 basket apiece, couple of minutes in, deflected by McLaughlin. Great job right there. Wonderful athletic effort right there. Austin Hendricks, not a great pass, corrals it, and then able to get up the shot. They're going to call the foul on the floor, so it'll be Lebanon basketball here.
That was a fortunate call for the Yellow Jackets because he was way out of control. Would have been a turnover if there wasn't a whistle.
Bounce pass now. 3-point attempt for the Yellow Jackets, off the mark, pulled down by Childs. He gets it ahead to Drace, who finds McLaughlin. Into the lane, that's where he loves to live. Off the mark, Stecklin, the offensive glass, up and muscles it in. Osage leads 4-2. McLaughlin, diving effort.
Nice rebound and putback.
Three-pointer off the mark, and McLaughlin with the rebound.
Pace picking up now.
Stecklin in the lane. He's a little out of control. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Thought they might get him for a travel. Fortunate call. So we've seen both teams benefit from a questionable call here. Osage has it up 4-2.
Yeah, Stecklin kind of split the defenders there. Got hit by both and got a foul.
Childs deep. And Osage, a little 7-0 run here. Their first three-point basket. 5:19 to go. And here come the Indians. Yeah, a little push off there. Yeah, absolutely. It was the offensive foul. That's the third turnover for Lebanon here in the early going. We'll get another look at it there on Childs' three. Boom.
Sweet shot.
And we're going to have a timeout called, so we'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break and be back after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Heitman, your local State Farm insurance agent. Please consider contacting me for any and all of your insurance needs.
And we're back. Osage out in front over Lebanon, 7-2. Lebanon struck first, 2-0, but Osage here, a little 7-0 run. And they're looking pretty tough here, Chris.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's going to be an uphill battle for this Yellow Jackets team tonight with as many guys they have out sick. A lot of young guys in there. And Osage, as you can see, man, they can shoot the ball, they can move the ball, and they got it back here.
Entry pass to Stecklin on baseline. Good defense, now finds Childs. He wants it again from the corner. Pulled down by Lebanon, number 34, Tristan Wilson. And errant pass. Drace almost had it, but Lebanon will maintain possession here.
Yeah, Lebanon's going to need to probably, they cannot run with this Osage team. They're going to have to try to slow it down a little bit probably and control the clock.
Yeah, you're not kidding, down the corner. Another three-point attempt for Lebanon. Ooh, does everything but falls, and they'll maintain possession. Off the mark was Cole Eden getting the start tonight. Lebanon fortunate enough to get the offensive rebound, and then in the lane, and good. That's Caleb Ray.
So Ray has both buckets tonight for Lebanon, all 4 of their points.
Faulkner now top of the key. Looking for a screen, didn't get one. Now he has Drace down to Stecklin. Back out to Drace for 3. Bang! Osage hits Alton Drace's first points of the night. Osage up 10-4.
You can see how good they are from the outside there.
Yeah, I love the confidence of Drace. He was 0 for 2 so far tonight here in the early going, but he is not gun shy, is he?
Not at all.
Into the lane, looking to score Hendricks, and we'll wait for the call.
Good drive.
They're going to get him for a turnover.
Wow.
That's the 4th Yellow Jacket turnover so far tonight. And not a great start. Coach Ryan Toombs, he's already shorthanded, kind of feeling like everything's working against him, but good call, and here come the Indians.
Coach Toombs' first year at Lebanon, trying to get the program back on track. They were really good a few years ago.
Back to Drace. Pulls again and hits. 3 of their last 4 from deep, and Osage, their largest lead of the night, 13-4. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break.
It pays to be a senior and shop at Hy-Vee. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount. Your produce, snacks, household necessities, deli and bakery, mealtime favorites, and everything else in between. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount 7 days a week at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, where it pays to be a senior.
Who's this guy from the corner? Is that Uncle Chris? No, that's Alton Drace from downtown. He's heating up at the last 2 from deep, and Osage out in front 13-4 here in the early going.
Great start for the Indians. First bucket went to Lebanon, and since then it's all Osage.
Lebanon now trying to beat that press. They will. In the lane, and nice finish For the Yellow Jackets, that's Peyton Mitchell with the basket. 3:25 left here in the opening quarter. Faulkner now over, looking for Drace. Dangerous pass. Drace tries it. It's stolen away. Good hands right there. And then Lebanon turns it right back over. It was a great play by Tristan Wilson, but he just could not corral it. Throws it away. So Osage maintains possession after the 5th Yellow Jacket turnover. Drace top the key now. Has Faulkner. Gets it back, McLaughlin. Little ball fake. Great play down to Stecklin, who's fouled. Dalton Stecklin will head to the Mike Hyten State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. Great play, well executed, and it's a great entry from McLaughlin, and Stecklin, the senior, will head to the line. First one off the mark.
So this is the 3rd game of the night. Lebanon won the freshman game by 2 points. They just won the JV game to the Yellow Jackets 51-46.
Stecklin hits the 2nd. So Osage up 14-6 now. About 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Trying to call McLaughlin for the touch foul. He didn't like it, but that's Hendricks, the junior, and he's going to have to get going here. He's yet to score for Lebanon, and he's their leading scorer, and he's averaged, as we told you, 20 points a game the last 3.
Yeah, he's a pretty talented young kid, junior, so he'll be back for the Yellow Jackets next year, which makes Coach Ryan Toombs really happy.
No doubt. He'll inbound it here, and very nearly a turnover. Lebanon holds on to it, down 8. Ray. A little sloppy there. Turnover stolen away by Alton Drace. To the lane, that's swatted by Hendricks. Osage maintains possession, but Chris, 6 turnovers here in the first quarter for Lebanon. They're 0 for 3 from downtown, and they've also given up 3 offensive rebounds to Osage, so given a lot of extra opportunities. Nice play by Faulkner out to Talon Childs. Good control. Now he's cut off. Back outside. Drace over to Faulkner. Faulkner from downtown. Osage catches fire. That's 3 in a row from deep for their last 5. Wow, Hunter Graber in the game for the Indians the first time tonight.
And we talked about that zone defense. That allows open threes for Osage.
Into the lane, and Faulkner corrals the rebound. Also into the game for the Indians, J.P. Cordula. He was good in that game against Camdenton, the junior. Drace finding Hunter Graber, and nice swat right there by Tristan Wilson. Here comes Lebanon, and they're going to turn it over with a travel. 7th Lebanon turnover as we get another look at this 3 from Faulkner from downtown. The O'Sullivan Bruce Group instant replay.
Faulkner's got like that old-time set shot going from out there.
Looks pure, doesn't it?
Yeah, and nothing but net.
Looks like you shooting the ball over there, man.
All right.
Drace over in the corner to Faulkner. Ball fake, Cordula in the corner. Faulkner once again. Man, that tuba kind of in the way sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, but he sure sounds good when they're playing music.
You're not kidding. Faulkner back to Drace. Osage slowing it down here. They've got themselves an 11-point lead here early. Drace now, he'll pull up. Not a whole lot. Nice save. Cordula corrals after Welchel. Back outside for deep, no good. And look at J.P. Cordula with the offensive glass.
Just out-muscled him for that one.
Drace over to Faulkner. He almost pulled. Osage getting a little antsy. Good look out to Welchel. He'll try from deep, no good. Pulled down. Osage finally cools off from deep. They lead by 11.
Some good defense on the end there for Lebanon. Finally getting a missed shot, getting it back, down by 11 here.
Yeah, they're going to call Drace there for the foul, which is going to give him a break as Brock McLaughlin checks back in. Just 42 seconds to go, but yeah, great defensive possession. Even with those extra chances, Lebanon never broke. They have it back now, down just 11. About 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
4 3-pointers, I think, for Osage here in this first quarter.
Yeah, they are 4 for 10.
Nice
Great
pass.
backdoor, great pass, and the finish. Finishing's Caleb Ray. Tristan Wilson with the sweet dish.
Ran the offense that time and ran it to perfection. Good
No
back
doubt. McLaughlin top of the key, holds. He has Welchel. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Faulkner now. Osage clearly holding for one last shot. McLaughlin over to Welchel. Little floater into the lane, almost hit it. No good, pulled down from Lebanon. So your final after one, Osage leads 17-8. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout and be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. I'm here to tell you about our off-frame modular homes. Our modular homes are built to the state construction and electrical code. They all have 2x6 exterior walls and are insulated just like a regular site-built home. Also, our homes are completely customizable from the floor plan to the kitchen, the master suite, and much more. As an added bonus, our homes are built inside a factory, so you don't have to worry about the weather affecting your construction time. When you're thinking about a new home, think Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
We welcome you back here on Lake TV's Game of the Weekend. After one quarter of play, Chris, it's Osage out in front by a score of 17-8.
Yeah, leading the way for the Indians, 6 points for Alton Drace. You've got 3 apiece for Childs, Faulkner, and Stecklin. And leading Lebanon, 6 points for Caleb Ray so far.
Yeah, unexpected. You'd have thought Hendricks might stay hot. Slow first quarter, but still tied. Here's McLaughlin. Start the quarter, he hits that. Osage out in front by 11. Great start for Osage.
4 points for McLaughlin now.
Wilson in the lane. You're going to get called with J.P. Cordula on the floor, I believe. See another look at that Brock McLaughlin shot. Impressive from about 8 to 10 foot. That's a bunny for him.
I've been impressed with Tristan Wilson's passing, number 34 for Lebanon there. Big guy passes the ball well.
And defensively, we've seen already one block shot, speaking of which Cordula gets the block, but great offensive rebound. There's Hendricks, gets his own rebound and puts it back.
I believe that's his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, he has not scored until that point, Chris, but he can catch fire in a heartbeat.
And the Jackets need him to.
Oh, almost a turnover. Good strong hands by McLaughlin, and then the turnover to follow. So far, Chris, your stats, Lebanon 0 for 3 from deep, Osage 4 for 10. Lebanon didn't attempt a free throw. Osage is 1 of 2. 2 offensive rebounds for Lebanon in the first, 5 for Osage, 7 Lebanon turnovers compared to Osage 2. Here's Hendricks, and he's going to get called for a travel. So another, that's the 8th Lebanon turnover so far, Chris, and man, I'm telling you, that's not going to help their case.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've been called for a travel when it could have gone a defensive foul as well.
Cordula, strong move, and called blocking foul on Wilson. Yeah, so Lebanon has to just feel like everything working against them.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, the reason this game is so big for Osage is because, yes, they're on fire, but their next 4 opponents have a combined record of 45-9 as McLaughlin hits from deep. Yeah, they got their work cut out for them, their next 4. Tough sledding, but they're on fire right now, up 22-10. Lebanon here trying to answer into the lane. Going to be an offensive foul on Lebanon. Absolutely, and it is Brock McLaughlin. He got 7 so far and takes that offensive foul. What a job by the senior, and Osage is rolling.
McLaughlin with all 5 of the Indians' points in this second quarter. A couple of buckets, a deuce, and a 3.
Yeah, pretty tough, and really our favorite play, Chris, when a player's willing to stay in there and take the offensive foul. McLaughlin, he's on fire, wants another. Into the lane, and that will almost roll. Deflected away and pulled down. Here comes Lebanon. Hendricks from deep off the mark. Cordula tries to corral it and cannot. So when we look at Osage Monday night, they'll be home against Aurora. We'll have that game for you right here on Lake TV. Aurora 10-3. Following night, they're going to go to California, who's 12-2. Friday, they got Eugene at Eugene, who's yet to lose a game at 14-0. The Eldon tourney to end January. And then Friday on the 4th of February, they'll be right here against the 9-4 Versailles Tigers. And we'll have that game for you on Lake TV. Of course, Versailles tonight, they're at Blair Oaks, who is 12-1.
Yeah.
Some great basketball being played in the Tri-County Conference.
Yeah, really. That California team really good this year. Obviously, Blair Oaks is great. Versailles a lot better.
Three-point attempt from outside, almost falls, no good. Stecklin pulls it down for Osage, and here come the Indians looking to extend on their 12-point lead. McLaughlin, not shy, over to Faulkner. Great extra pass and almost hits, pulled down by Childs. Childs has Drace and Osage. They are so good on the offensive glass the last few times we've had them, Chris.
Yeah, they are. They've done a great job picking up those offensive rebounds, and as many of those second chance points you can get, the better.
Childs over to Stecklin. Stecklin into the lane, has McLaughlin. Over to Drace. Dalton Stecklin for three, splashes it home, and Osage up 15. What great pass work from Osage.
Yep, good. They were very patient, a lot of passing, found the open man.
Hendricks, little floater into the lane, no good. Wilson tries to pull it down, even though off Stecklin, they're going to give it back to Osage and not call Wilson for the foul. But yeah, Wilson's looked good. He's really been the bright spot so far. Him and Cole Eden, the junior, both been impressive for Lebanon.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is, a 15-point lead here, almost midway through the second quarter, and this could get ugly.
Here's Drace, off the glass, and good. The bank is open. Everything working for Coach Craig Engelbrecht's Osage Indian squad. Into the lane, and it's going to be a block on Dalton Stecklin. The basket will count. Much needed by Caleb Ray, the sophomore.
Good drive from Caleb Ray, and finally for Lebanon, they got to be saying to themselves, we finally get a break, get that call, because that could have gone the other way.
I thought it was going to, honestly. Stecklin was there. I think he's in what the NBA considers that restricted area.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why, but really solid effort. Good finish. McLaughlin pulls down the free throw miss into the lane. Jump stop off the glass, no good. Graber pulls it down off the glass, and that falls. Just too tough are the Osage Indians, up 30-12, 4:46 left.
And a full court press causing a little trouble for Lebanon in the backcourt there.
Hendricks tries to go coast to coast. We're going to get a foul on the floor, and Lebanon will take it out of play. They'll be in the bonus the rest of this half. Foul on Alton Drace. Solid effort by Lebanon as they were not slowing down. They don't seem intimidated by this Osage team.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting that ball in on that full court press, but once they got it in, broke it easy.
Three-point attempt from the corner, no good. McLaughlin pulls it down, and here comes Brock, the senior, in the lane. He'll be fouled, almost, and one. Brock McLaughlin will head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Only seen 2 free throws so far tonight. I guess 3 after the and one miss by Lebanon, but nonetheless, Osage is really firing all cylinders right now.
I tell you what, Brock McLaughlin is just so good. He hits the first free throw, but he's so athletic. He can pretty much do anything for you on that team. He can play big when you need him to down in the lane. He can play guard if you need him to bring it up the floor. He's a special player.
Not kidding, and it's funny you may say that the second on the way, because he's in there against that zone for Lebanon. He's in there again with Wilson and another large kid, and he's saying, give me the ball. He's not even open. He's not scared of those big guys. He does hit a pair here. Osage up 20 now.
You see more backcourt, full court pressure there.
This time Lebanon, no problems beating it. Into the front court, Hendricks into the lane. Nice little crossover, and J.P. Cordula gets the swat, but he also gets a lot of the arm of Hendricks, and Hendricks heads the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe.
Good job from Hendricks. They're going to need him. He is, as you mentioned earlier, he's the Yellow Jackets team leader. He's their big scorer. He struggled so far tonight, just 2 points. Looking to add to that here.
Free throw on the way and good. Got a little prediction. I bet you Hendricks finishes with 20 plus for the 4th time.
Wow. he's going to have to get hot.
He'll have 4 after he hits this from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe on the way. Okay, and I cursed him. I apologize, Lebanon fans, especially Mr. Hendricks. I apologize. Here's Osage. Drace from 3. Off the mark. It's going to go off of Osage, and man, I'll tell you, Osage aggressive. I mean, I'm not sure up 19. That's the shot you want, but it's hard to argue with a guy like Alton Drace who's been hitting the way he has.
Yeah, it was an open shot, but you're right. I mean, when you got the lead, you don't have to take that one.
Hendricks, coast to coast, no good. Cordula pulls down the rebound. Gets it up to Drace, over Osage from deep and hits. Woo. That is Dane DePay, his first minutes, and he makes them count. Hits from deep. 4th Osage 3 of this quarter and 8th of the game, Chris.
Pretty smooth stroke, man.
Into the lane and nice finish. That's Caleb Ray, and Lebanon calls a timeout with 3:38 left in the first half. Your score 35-15. Osage out in front. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break.
Hey Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, gosh.
Hi, I'm Mike Heitman, your local State Farm Insurance agent. Please consider contacting me for any and all of your insurance needs.
How about the freshman? Put me in the game, Coach. Dane DePay from deep. Yes, sir. Give me all 3. Says, hey, I may only be 14 or 15 years old, but I want the ball. And nice answer there for Lebanon. Your score, 35-15. 3:38 left here in the first half. Of course, Chris and I will have your Millard Family Chapel's halftime show following the conclusion of our first half. And Osage got to be real happy with the way this has went so far.
Yeah, everything going their way. 35-15 here late in the first half.
8 of 16 from deep so far this half. Tough to beat when you're shooting 50% outside. Faulkner picks up his dribble. Around to DePay. DePay now finds Drace. Long skip pass to Faulkner into the lane. Then he has Graber. Back to DePay. How about another? Yes, sir. Wow. Dane DePay, the freshman, catches fire in a minute of playing time. He's got 6. Into the lane. Almost a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Outside from deep. Good looking stroke. And that's Peyton Mitchell for 3.
Mitchell's got 5 points for the game and a much needed 3 for the Jackets there.
Errant pass. Bad looking pass. First Osage turnover of this second quarter. Outside, 3-point attempt, no good. Pulled down from Cordula. Faulkner, a little out of control, and off Lebanon, going to stay with Osage. Fortunate to maintain possession there. McLaughlin back in for Osage. Wilson back in for Lebanon.
When you got a 20-point lead like this, it's nice for Coach Engelbrecht where he can get like the young freshmen in the game, get them some great playing time with the varsity.
Yeah, but make no mistake about it. Even though DePay, a freshman, he got some minutes against Camden. He's a big part of this team's plan moving forward. Turnover there for Osage on 2 of their last 3 possessions. Just 2 in the first quarter, 2 so far this quarter. Lebanon, 9 turnovers. They're having a hard time with that Osage pressure. Yeah, DePay's going to be special, Chris. Only a freshman, but you can see he's confident, great shot, and he got a bright future ahead of him.
Nice left-handed stroke, that's for sure.
Into the lane, going to be a foul on the floor. So I believe Lebanon goes to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1 at the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Going to be Caleb Ray. Had a pretty good night so far, has Ray. I think he's got 10 points so far.
He does.
Front end misses that, and there's DePay with the rebound.
He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line, though.
Faulkner into the lane. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair. As now the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe getting some love after no attention in that opening quarter.
That was a good drive there from Mr. Faulkner. Good job taking the ball to the bucket.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Faulkner, the junior, is impressive. He's long, he's not real thick, but he's fast, and man, like I said, he's got a big wingspan and so athletic. Does miss the first of two here. He gets another shot. Osage still out in front by 20. Hits the second, does Faulkner, and he'll get a little break here. Talon Childs checks back into the game for the Indians. They lead by 21, their largest of the game so far. Still 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I think this is the first scheduled matchup between these two teams in about 10 years. They played in the Eldon tournament over the years, but this is the first time they've scheduled each other in about a decade.
Good entry pass, Wilson. Good ball fake and finishes. We've really liked what we've seen from Tristan Wilson, the senior for Lebanon. He's a force in there, not just offensively, but we love what we've seen defensively from him.
I wonder if he played on the football team. He's a big kid.
Yeah, I bet he did. Great defensive deflection there, and as we talk about Wilson, he's active, isn't he?
Yeah,
Man.
he is. Good hands. Lebanon, of course, with a great football team this last year, won the district. And it's interesting how, schools sometimes with great football programs where they struggle with basketball. Camdenton's kind of the same way.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's hard to tell the locals watching here around the lake area. You mentioned that. Of course, they wanted their Camdenton Lakers to win that district championship, but Will Christian in that football program, they got a lot going on. Childs, three-pointer, it's blocked. So Osage, they had hit 4 of their last 5 before that miss on the block. But I'll tell you what, they could really shoot outside.
Yeah.
Inside.
Good defense there.
McLaughlin almost hits, and it's going to be pulled down by Wilson.
Nice.
Hendricks got to get called. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Hendricks going to head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair, or actually for the front end of a 1-and-1. It's the 9th team foul.
Well, that was a great bullet pass down there to Hendricks in the bucket. Good look.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes those passes scare you as a head coach. Not that time. On the money. Hendricks now, who I made a bold prediction about. He's really got to help me out here, Chris.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go to hit 20.
And again, misses the front end, pulled down by Cordula. Drace now holds, has Graber. Back to Drace, skip pass over to DePay. He wouldn't dare shoot another, would he?
No, he would.
Childs. Drace inside, has DePay, and throws it away. A little careless. I love the idea, but the no-look pass really not needed at that point in time. 47 seconds left.
Kind of caught him off guard just a little bit.
And the call is going to be a check foul, and that's going to be the 10th team foul. And so heading to the line is Caleb Ray for a pair.
Well, Lebanon would really help themselves if they can start hitting some of these free throws. Ray is 0 for 2 at the line.
As a team, just 1 of 5, Chris.
Got that one. That one looked good, actually.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it hadn't been like bad misses, just they're bricking a little long off the back of the iron. Another one, Same situation. So Lebanon struggling, rebound pulled down by Cordula. He's had 4 or 5 here in the first half. 35 seconds left. You don't want to miss our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. Entry pass, a little careless, lucky for Osage. DePay gets another one from the corner. A little short, pulled down by Lebanon. Yellow Jackets into the lane. It's Ray. Misses the bunny and almost pulls it down. We'll wait for the call. No indication. Going to stay with Lebanon.
Looks like it. Looked to me like it went off the Yellow Jackets. Get a little bit of a break there. Get the ball back.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Chris. So 15 seconds left. Ray into the lane. Outside. 3-point attempt on the way. Off the mark. Wilson with the offensive rebound. They're going to get a foul on Cordula. Nice job right there by Wilson with the offensive rebound, and he's going to be rewarded with a pair of free throws from Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe.
Absolutely. Let's see how the big guy does here on the free throw line, if he can get him to go down.
Just 2 of 7 as a team. Well, that looked good.
Wow, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, that looked real good. Kid's a baller, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah. You know, with his size and everything, he might be able to go on and play some college ball.
Does miss the second. Here's Drace now, just 3 seconds to go. Over in the corner, Cardula gets it off and no good. Good effort by Osage, and they lead 39-22 after our first half. Now, don't forget, we got our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show, but first, this Ozark Homes timeout break.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
It's new, it's here, and it's now. It's the Lake Expo app. You asked for it. Now Lake Expo is bringing it. Featuring more news, more real estate, with more boating and boats for sale, and more of what's happening at the lake. The Lake Expo app is feeding your need to know. Stay connected to the lake from anywhere. The lake is always just one click away. Download the Lake Expo app today, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, this is Greg at Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach. Getting out on the water has never been so important to you and your family. With warmer weather on the horizon, now is the perfect time to get your new Yamaha Wave Runner or sport boat ready for some fun. Here at Surdak Yamaha, we've got just what you need. Our 2021 lineup of Yamaha Wave Runners and sport boats features sleek new designs and enhanced technology, so you can enjoy the premium boating experience powered by the #1 brand on the water. Surdak Yamaha has been family-owned and operated since 1971, and this year we are proud to celebrate 50 years. For job opportunities as well as recreation opportunities, visit Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach today.
You ride on a reputation at Gary Surdak. You ride on a reputation. You ride on a reputation.
What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
And we're back here on Lake TV. It's our game of the week. Osage out in front over Lebanon at the break, 39-22. And it's time for our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. I'm William Holst, joined by the great Chris Schneider. And as we tell you, Chris, Osage out in front by 17. Lebanon really struggled here in this first half.
Yeah, they did. You know, I mean, they've got a lot of guys out, sick, couple of injuries and everything, so they were kind of behind the 8 ball to start with. I tell you what, Osage just came out red hot. You've got McLaughlin with 9 points and Alton Drace with 9 points to lead the way. You've got Dupuis and Stecklin with 6 apiece. So they've been hot, been hitting it from the outside. 11 points from Caleb Ray to lead the way for Lebanon, and Peyton Mitchell has 5. Other than that, they've been slow and struggling.
Yeah, we do like we've seen from the big man down low. Tristan Wilson, the senior, only 3 points, had all 3 of those in that second second quarter, but he's affected shots on the defensive end. He's blocked a couple, had a lot of rebounds, and we like what we've seen from him. But, yeah, really it was all Osage. We're going to look at some of the highlights here for Lebanon in that first half, Chris. And you said, of course, Caleb Ray, good first half, 11 points. Peyton Mitchell had 5. And then Austin Hendricks, who's averaging 20 over his last 3, just 3. And I made a bold prediction he's going to get to 20. He's going to have a big second half. Of course, you said Tristan Wilson with 3. You'll see him hit that one right there. So for them, it was just trying to keep up with Osage. And Chris, for the Indians, I mean, their numbers in the first half, you talked about the scoring, but their shooting was phenomenal. 9 of 20 from outside. That's 45%. Going to be tough to beat when you hit 9 three-pointers in a game, let alone in one half. Of course, from the free throw line, 4 of 6, 5 offensive rebounds, and 5 turnovers in that first half. For Lebanon, they were 1 of 9 from outside. Didn't shoot the ball great. Where they really left some points on the table was from the free throw line. They were 3 of 9, 5 offensive rebounds, and 8 turnovers in that first half. So they're going to have to get going. But for Osage, man, I said 9 of 20 from outside. They were firing. Not just Alton Drace had a pair. You saw DePay, the freshman. He hit 2 consecutive threes. And then McLaughlin, you know that he's tough. He did it not just scoring the basketball. He had a couple of steals. He had a couple of assists. And really, this was a great entire half for the Osage Indians. There you see Talon Childs hit from deep, and really a clinic in this first half. And for Osage, with this big lead at the break, they're going to want to extend that because, as we told you earlier, they got a lot of stiff competition next couple of weeks.
They're in the Ozark Conference, a lot of Springfield schools. You got Central, you got the defending state champions from Kickapoo. So, you know, it's really tough competition in that Ozark Conference. And Lebanon comes in 1 and 10. They've been struggling. They've got even more guys out sick tonight, so it's just tough. It's really tough for Coach Ryan Toombs. This is his first year head coach at Lebanon, and it's tough, but I think everybody understands it takes a little time to put the program together, to get it growing, to put things back on track and everything. These seasons come around and they're hard, but you just hope that you start building it up. You know, you start setting everything in place and get things on track where you want it to go.
Man, it's a great district. I tell you, look down there at Lebanon. You mentioned the success they've had on the football side, softball, baseball, track and field. But they've had some really successful runs. And basketball, they've had the same, especially on the women's side. And it's one of the greatest places to play in the state of Missouri at the high school level, their auditorium or gymnasium down there in Lebanon. So even if they're down a little bit, he's at a great school to build a tradition and get things turned around. So this year, Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we got your third quarter. Of course, it's Osage out in front, 39-22. We'll be right back after this.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
Happy New Year, everyone. Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture to the Lake. Still doing our winter blowout sale for a couple more weeks where we're taking 20% off all our Slumberland low prices, and you get 3 years, 36 months interest-free financing. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Hi, I'm Mike Heitman, your local State Farm insurance agent. Please consider contacting me for any and all of your insurance needs.
Welcome back to beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, this is Greg at Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach. Getting out on the water has never been so important to you and your family. With warmer weather on the horizon, now is the perfect time to get your new Yamaha Wave Runner or Sport Boat ready for some fun. Here at Surdak Yamaha, we've got just what you need. Our 2021 lineup of Yamaha Wave Runners and Sport Boats features sleek new designs and enhanced technology, so you can enjoy the premium boating experience powered by the #1 brand on the water. Surdak Yamaha has been family owned and operated since 1971, and this year we are proud to celebrate 50 years. For job opportunities as well as recreation opportunities, visit Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach today.
You ride on our reputation at Gary Surdak. You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation.
So we welcome you back here to Lake TV for our game of the week. About time to start our third quarter. Of course, Osage out front by 17. Now, before we get into this second half, Chris, so much great content going on right now on Lake TV. Our community spotlight. You have Kristen Reed, the owner of A to Z Home Services. One of the coolest things. So fascinating. You wouldn't typically think about that kind of company. And you just have so many great guests on your community spotlight.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, you would think stuff that you wouldn't think is interesting, but what she does is she cleans up messes, including like murder scenes and sewage problems and stuff. So it's very interesting conversation.
Mold, flood, fire, those things too. But yeah, the murder and death are a little more fascinating. Just one of many shows. We'll tell you about a few others, but now time for some basketball. Lebanon starts with it. Wilson into the lane as we switch ends. Nice backdoor feed up off the glass. Offensive rebound for Lebanon. No good. And here's Stecklin for Osage.
They ran the offense well. They just couldn't hit the bucket.
Faulkner into the lane, has McLaughlin into the lane, off the glass, no good. Stecklin tries, but Wilson out-muscles him there. And here come the Yellow Jackets. Layup there, no good. Hendricks tries to save it, does, and here come the Indians. Alton Drace all the way, and the Bunnies good.
You don't get them much easier than that one for Alton Drace.
Yeah, they got to catch a break, that being Lebanon, and they've yet to so far. Caleb Ray had an opportunity down the floor there, couldn't hit, and here come the Yellow Jackets. Hendricks into the lane. Deflected by Faulkner, and man, Osage so quick and active with those hands.
Good hands down there, good defense to knock it away. We'll see if Lebanon, when they go on defense, if they stay in that zone. They were burned all in the first half, long threes in that zone defense.
Nice entry pass, little floater and good. Hitting that, Hendricks. He needs to get going. Faulkner now the other way, off the glass and good.
Nice.
Osage answers right back. Osage so active on defense. That kind of reminds me of is either a Nolan Richardson or Mike Anderson team.
Yeah.
40 minutes of hell. They're just so quick. It's like, man, when they're firing, you don't want to play them.
Oh, in and out.
15-footer, no good, pulled down by McLaughlin. Osage back up to a 19-point lead. Childs thought about it, says no. That's deflected and corralled by Drace. Long pass over to Stecklin. He'll try the three. That's short. Alton Drace with the rebound. Has McLaughlin into the corner for Drace. Off the mark and pulled down. Man, Osage, a lot of opportunities there. Could not connect, and here comes Lebanon. Down 19, 6 minutes to go in our third quarter.
Yeah, Osage hitting those threes in the first half. They've missed the first couple here in the second half. Nice pass.
Great pass. Wilson almost finished. No good. Drace with the rebound. That was a nice entry pass.
Yeah, got some good passers on this Lebanon team.
It's hard to play high school basketball. It was never good enough. I'm sure you played high school basketball, right?
Not very well.
But you did play?
I did, yeah.
Well, that's more than I can say. I never made the team. They said, Will, you can't stop talking long enough to learn the offense, so. Here's your scoring by quarter inside McLaughlin. Nice little spin move, and Wilson says no. Stecklin says yes, then walks with the basketball and turns it over.
I tell you, it was a sweet move from Brock McLaughlin, but even sweeter from Tristan Wilson swatting it away.
That's like his second or third of the night. We're not just saying we like this big guy, man. He is impressive. Look at that. Great spin move, and then forces the travel because he stands his ground. I mean, that's 2 turnovers essentially he forced on one possession. Lebanon now moving it around. A three-point attempt from the corner. No good. Hendricks, the offensive rebound, no good. Stecklin pulls it down.
Boy, they got to hit those chipper shots like that.
And a turnover for the Indians. Did a pretty good job taking care of the basketball in the opening half, but they turn it over there. Now, Osage continues to pressure. Up 19 points. Ooh. Hendricks catches at the half point of the midcourt line. Brings it into the front court. Childs, good defense on him. Outside, three-point attempt for Lebanon. Up and rattles in. They needed a roll like that. Really solid. And I believe that's the freshman that got called up for them.
I think you're right. Yeah, had to call him up. Blake Griffin?
Kaufman, but I don't see a number 10 on their roster. That guy's wearing number 10, so we're going to assume it's Blake Kaufman. Turnover there. Hendricks gets it. Here come the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. In the corner. Once again.
Wow.
I hope we're not getting this wrong, but Blake Kaufman hits in a timeout here for Coach Craig Engelbrecht to a 13-point game after this Lebanon surge. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break.
It pays to be a senior and shop at Hy-Vee. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount. Your produce, snacks, household necessities, deli and bakery, mealtime favorites, and everything else in between. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount 7 days a week at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, where it pays to be a senior.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. I'm here to tell you about our off-frame modular homes. Our modular homes are built to the state construction and electrical code. They all have 2x6 exterior walls and are insulated just like a regular site-built home. Also, our homes are completely customizable from the floor plan to the kitchen, the master suite, and much more. As an added bonus, our homes are built inside a factory, so you don't have to worry about the weather affecting your construction time. When you're thinking about a new home, think Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
So it's Corey Huff, the sophomore, wearing number 10. He comes into the game and hits 2 3-pointers in a row. A little 6-0 run for Lebanon. They're back to within 13. 4:09 left here in this third quarter. Don't look now, but Lebanon, a little life here, Chris.
Yeah, and that's why Coach Engelbrecht took that timeout. I mean, they were cruising. Looked like it was going to be an easy win. All of a sudden, boom, boom, and Lebanon's right back in it.
Faulkner now over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin has Stecklin, almost loses it. That's actually DePay. Here's Stecklin, top of the key. He says, let me have it. 3-point attempt off the mark. Guess who? Wilson there for Lebanon. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Little life, Chris. That'll do a lot for your team.
Yeah.
Another 3-pointer for Huff. He's hit 3 in a row.
Wow.
10-point game. Where's this kid been? Should have been on the floor. 9 points in about a minute and a half. And Osage now bailed out from a foul call. Luckily for them. Let's get another look at this kid.
Wow. Just sweet in motion, takes the pass, and smooth as silk, just puts it up and in 3 in a row from 3-point land. And wow, it's a 10-point game.
And really, Osage catches a break. Cordula into the lane. Wilson, great defense, stands his ground, then gets the rebound. How about Tristan Wilson?
Good no call, too, by the official. He could have called a foul, but I'm glad he didn't. Wasn't a foul.
Well, he shouldn't have. Wilson owns the spot. Sometimes you get carried away watching a game. You know, you can't be standing somewhere and not be allowed to jump straight up. That's exactly what Wilson did. Man, he's been so impressive. Lebanon now into the lane. Graber with a block shot. Alton Drace now ahead to Faulkner. Faulkner all the way off the glass and good.
Nice shot from Faulkner, and he was contested, still got it to go. Good passing.
Osage watches Hendricks go into the lane, gets his own rebound off the glass and fouled from Alton Drace. So it's Hendricks that'll go to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe.
See a nice outlet pass, nice drive. It was contested, but Faulkner got it to go in, and Hendricks needs to hit these free throws. He's got 5 points for the game. He's really struggled tonight.
Yeah, and I made a bold prediction, and he's a start right here, and he struggles. Missed the first Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Of course, we'll be right back with you Monday, as we'll have Aurora at Eldon, I believe. No, Aurora right here at Osage. Hendricks hits the second. So had a nice run of Osage games here, Chris, lately.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're hot right now. That game on Monday night against the Hound Dogs ought to be pretty darn good.
Two really good teams, both hot, both looking to see how good they are against stiff competition, and then continues to get tough for Osage.
Aurora is a real deal. They're good this year.
Cordula. Pull-up shot. Graber going to get called for the rebound. Hendricks stands his ground, and Hunter Graber runs through Hendricks and Evan Busen, as I'll continue to say, the best Misha official I've ever gotten to see. And you'll see him doing some SEC and Big 12 games here in the near future, I would predict.
It's a good block out from Hendricks to get that rebound and get fouled. Tell you, Lebanon's playing a lot better here in this third quarter.
Top of the key now, Lebanon. Like you said, down just 11. Hendricks very wisely pulls back top of the key. Uh-oh, not again. Huff, yes, sir, another three. 4 in a row for Corey Huff. And he is a sophomore, standing just 5'9".
Good defense, knocked it out of bounds. Osage will keep it, but good hands-on defense there. And wow, it's down to 8 points.
He hit 4 threes in this quarter alone?
Yep.
My goodness, 8-point game, just crazy. The sophomore's taking over the third quarter. Faulkner tries to answer off the mark. Offensive rebound, and DePay with a big-time putback for Osage. They needed that back up to a 10-point lead.
DePay has 8 in the game. He's been big for the Indians tonight.
It was a great take. Great athletic play from Wilson into the lane. Graber blocks the shot, then right back. Hendricks in the lane. No good. Graber tries to pull it down, deflects it up. Faulkner pulls it down, and Osage, great effort. Here's Faulkner into the lane, off the glass, no good. Pulled down from Wilson, throws it ahead. He's got Hendricks off the glass, and he hits. Back to an 8-point game. What a run right there for Lebanon. Uh-oh.
Boy, that was a wild stretch, wasn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. Lebanon has the last laugh, and then Cordula gets fouled. That's going to be the second team foul here. Another look, great finish, Hendricks.
Great outlet pass there from Mr. Wilson again, too. Hit him on the run, laid it up and in. 47-39, a minute to go here in this third quarter, and we got a ball game here.
It was just a 19-point game before Corey Huff bursted onto the scene. My goodness, entry pass to Stecklin. Fortunate Osage maintains possession. McLaughlin will reset top of the key. Has to pay over to Stecklin. Stecklin into the lane. Nice little pass to McLaughlin. He'll finish off the glass. Back to a 10-point lead. Great design, great execution. Dalton Stecklin mastered that play, and McLaughlin finishes.
Yeah, good job. Nice job running the offense.
And then a turnover. McLaughlin gets the steal, gets it from Stecklin. Into the lane. Off the glass, almost with the and one, and Brock McLaughlin heads the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. McLaughlin, when he senses his team needs a lift, he just kind of does what he has to, doesn't he?
He does. He's got that special talent. He's the quarterback on the football team, and he does what has to be done. And he does the same basic thing on the basketball floor. Nice shot there.
Yeah, hits the front end here from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. McLaughlin having a nice night. And he hits both, does Brock McLaughlin. Back up to a 12-point Osage lead. Lebanon now, they're going to be hungry for some points.
Good full court pressure there from Osage.
Over to Wilson. Wilson gets stripped, but a good bounce. Battle for the ball. Lebanon does come down with it. Back down to Wilson. Bounce pass outside. Little ball fake now into the corner. Lebanon trying to get a three-point attempt. Passing it around. There they get one off the mark. Hendricks tries, no good. Pulled down by McLaughlin. Drace. Oh, would have counted if it was good. It does not. So after 3 quarters in the books, Osage still in front, but a great quarter for Lebanon. We'll be back with your fourth quarter after this Ozark Homes quarter break.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email. I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
And we're back here on Lake TV for a final quarter of tonight's game of the week. Lebanon at Osage. Osage out in front, 51-39, but a good third quarter for Lebanon.
Yeah, looked like Osage was going to blow them out, but then Lebanon puts in Corey Huff, and he hits 4 3-pointers in that third quarter. 12 points for the quarter, 12 points for the game, 11 points for Caleb Ray for the Yellow Jackets, and they're back in the game to start this fourth quarter.
So a 12-point lead as we get started. Stecklin in the lane, goes up, and he'll be fouled. Head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Good start here for Osage.
Good job for Mr. Stecklin, taking that ball to the hoop, taking the foul. 13 points for Brock McLaughlin to lead the way for Osage. 11 for Alton Drace, 8 for Mr. Dupay.
Stecklin the first off the mark. So after just going just 1 of 9 through the first half, Lebanon, thanks to, of course, Corey Huff, goes 4 of 6 in that third quarter from deep. And Stecklin hits the second. So it's a 13-point Osage lead. They're still in control, but you kind of feel that if Lebanon can get on a little run here, might be able to surprise everyone, because this game looked like it was going to be done. A little spurt from Corey Huff and got everyone here thinking a little differently.
Yeah, if they can find somebody to stay hot like Huff in that third quarter, they can pull back in this thing.
Not even in the game, surprisingly. 3-pointer from deep and good this time. Mitchell with the 3. Peyton Mitchell keeps Lebanon hot from outside. Wow. Dupay into the lane, has McLaughlin all the way to the rack. So easy. He'll beat you off the dribble, and good luck catching up with Brock McLaughlin.
Yeah, 15 for Brock so far in the game, and he is just so smooth. He makes it look easy.
Mitchell once again tries it, no good. Childs wrestles for the ball, going to go off him. Stay with Lebanon. You saw there, Mitchell thought he might try another. I'm really surprised that Huff is not in there, and here he comes, along with Wilson.
Put him right in there. The hot hand in that third quarter with 4 3-pointers. You can see Brock's drive down the middle for that layup there. I think that was a good no call on that out-of-bounds call there, too. It could have been a foul, and they let it go.
In the corner, he's got it, does Huff, over to Hendricks. Hendricks, top of the key. They got to get the ball in number 10's hands. Nice drive, and the finish off the glass pulled down by Wilson, and they're going to say, I cannot believe they got Wilson for an offensive foul there.
Yeah. And again, just, Mr. Hendricks missing that running layup there. He has just not been able to find the range all night long. Has not been able to get that ball to go. He's got just 8 points, and he averages, 20 a game?
Well, his last 3, we know he's averaged 20 a game, and I thought he would have a big one tonight because he's going to get even extra minutes with all the players missing. But, yeah, he's struggled in Lebanon. Here's really their chance, down 12. They're going to need to stop and go on a little run here, because if Osage gets that lead back up, look out. McLaughlin into the lane. A little hesitation. Wilson pulls down the rebound, and here come Yellow Jackets. Huff ahead into the corner, and that's deflected away, and here comes Drace after the Lebanon turnover to Colin Childs, and he hits.
Good job running the fast break there on the turnover for Osage, and they're starting to pull away again.
Here's Huff, little floater off the back iron. Stecklin pulls it down, going the other way on the Lebanon foul. Lebanon, their 6th team foul. Osage shooting the rest of the way from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Osage called for just 2 fouls so far in this second half, Chris.
Yeah, and you can see Lebanon coming out. They're extending that defense, trying to do something full court, maybe get a turnover or 2 to help them pull back into this thing. Got a turnover. The ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with Osage. The officials chatting it over. And they're going to give it to Lebanon.
Well, what happened was both officials saw something differently. So they go to a jump ball. They go to the arrow, and it's going to go to Lebanon. So now you'll see Osage will get the possession arrow back. And by rule, that's what happens. If 2 officials have a different call, they come, and if they can't figure out who was more right, they go to the possession arrow.
And you can see Coach Engelbrecht is asking the question, too. What do you guys, what's the thought behind that?
He's awesome, man. I tell you what, I love that guy. Here comes Lebanon. Other way, guess who? Corey Huff for another one. Off the mark, almost hit. Rebound pulled down offensively. Brock McLaughlin tries to block the shot and gets called for the foul.
Yeah, I tell you what, Caleb Ray with, he got to feel like he was mugged down there on that putback attempt. He'll go to the free throw line, down by 14.
Yeah, a big pair here because this would put him back to within 12. And like I said, you don't want it to get a whole lot more than that. Ray misses the first. 4 for 11.
They're just, they're killing themselves with these free throws. I mean, just think if they'd hit those free throws, they'd be pretty much right there.
Yeah, they've definitely left some points on the table. Second one by Ray, up and good for the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. And here come the Indians.
Impressive the way the Indians break that press.
Yeah.
Not a problem at all.
McLaughlin. Nice no-look pass to Stecklin. Oh, I wish you'd have hit that. And then DePay gets away with an offensive foul. We're headed the other way. Ray into the lane, into the corner. Has Hendricks. Huff. Misses that one. DePay pulls it down.
Huff was hot in the 3rd quarter. Hasn't been able to hit it here in the 4th.
Yeah, he's shot a couple. He's missed. Really surprised Osage didn't identify the shooter, and he got that open look, but he does not make the Indians pay, and they hold on to a 13-point lead. 4:50 left here in the game. McLaughlin. Nice pass from Drayson. McLaughlin finishes, continues his impressive night. He's got 17 to lead all scorers.
Good trapping defense from Osage. Even though they're up big, they're not slowing down.
And Lebanon, they were looking for Wilson on the entry. Too high was Ray. Get another look here. Great pass from Drayson. McLaughlin says, yeah, I'll take that.
Absolutely. You know, when that shot isn't as easy as it looks.
So Lebanon calls a timeout. We'll take this. Ozark Homes timeout break.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement. Whether they're still on the journey or already there, at SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
It's new, it's here, and it's now. It's the Lake Expo app. You asked for it. Now Lake Expo is bringing it. Featuring more news, more real estate, with more boating and boats for sale, and more of what's happening at the lake. The Lake Expo app is feeding your need to know. Stay connected to the lake from anywhere. The lake is always just one click away. Download the Lake Expo app today, available on the App Store and Google Play.
And we're back on Lake TV for our game of the week. It's Osage and Lebanon. Lebanon, they made a run that 3rd quarter, but Osage up 15 points, really pulling away. They got the ball. Here's McLaughlin. Nice little crossover. All the way, Brock McLaughlin, and one. 19 for him to lead all scorers, and he heads the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a chance at the good old-fashioned 3-point play as we get another look. Look at that crossover at midcourt.
He has taken over in this 4th quarter. He's got 6 points in the 4th quarter alone, looking to make it 7.
And he will. Brock McLaughlin. And enjoy it, partner, because we're not going to get a whole lot more of this guy on Lake TV broadcast. The senior. We've had a lot of great moments from him we've covered over the last 3 years in the gridiron and on the hardwood. Nice little crossover pullback for Ray, no good. No one wanted it except for Alton Drace all the way off the glass, no good. DePay to follow and gets it. What a hustle from Alton Drace. Great job from the follow. Tell you what, Osage now back up to a 20-point lead, and they are running, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, and you got to appreciate Alton Drace with a play like that.
Nice finish right there for Hendricks.
Because that was a hustle play, but also just a gym rat play, you know, where he knows where the ball's going to be and how to tap it ahead.
Three-pointer for DePay, no good. Pulled down by Hendricks. Hendricks all the way, and he finishes. A couple of baskets for Hendricks. And you know what I'm seeing right now for Osage, though, is even when Brock gets the ball in his hands, you can't stop him. Great pass from, I think that was Alton Drace. With the rocket. And he hits McLaughlin, but McLaughlin just feels like no one on the floor can stop him right now.
And Drace is just, you know, game by game, he's just getting better and better.
There's Drace with the deflection. McLaughlin with the steal. Indians up 18.
And now he's just smart, just holding the ball. They've got a big lead, run a little clock.
2:58 left here in the game. Following tonight's game, it'll be our Slumberland at the Lake post-game show. Good sidestep and great finish. Alton Drace back up to a 20-point Osage lead, and it's really been the Alton Drace and Brock McLaughlin show here.
Yep. And on the post-game show, we'll have the game-winning coach and the player of the game.
Wilson with a wraparound. Drace tries to take the charge, but didn't have position. So Wilson draws the foul on Osage, and they're going to call that on the floor.
That was a nice shot from Hendricks there. He hasn't been able to get the shot to go tonight, but that was a sweet play.
Did you see that throw?
Yeah.
I think Drace was saying, like, you're lucky, bro, I didn't play football, because look what I can do.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass.
Deflected by Faulkner. Faulkner, great hustle, and they're going to get Hendricks with the foul. Faulkner, he's going to get credit with a steal right there. Incredible effort. That's 2 of the last 3 times defensively we've seen Osage just out-hustle Lebanon.
Yeah, well, and it's getting to the point in the game where it's a 20-point lead, and the Yellow Jackets are probably getting a little discouraged, and the step is slowing down just a little bit. Great play from Faulkner there.
And he hits the front end of the 1-and-1 opportunity from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. And tell you what, 9 of 11 tonight for Osage from the free throw line.
Pretty impressive.
Ooh. And of course, I typically do jinx them.
Jinxed them again.
Here's Ray now. Great no-look pass.
Ooh, nice.
A nice finish right there for Lebanon. That's Kaufman, the freshman who got called up into duty. He hits that. And actually, he hit a 3 earlier. I gave credit to Mitchell. And so Kaufman has 5 tonight. Faulkner over to McLaughlin. Great pass down low to Drace. Turnaround jumper. No good. Pulled down. And here comes Lebanon. The rebound for them. That's number 44, Cooper Berry. Hendricks into the lane. Nice defense from Stecklin. And then guess who? Huff with the steal. Floater, no good. Pulled down by Hendricks. Little spin move in the lane. McLaughlin with the block, and it's called for the foul, although he didn't like it.
No, I didn't like that call. Probably got some arm, though, from Mr. Hendricks, who has 12 points as he goes to the line here. And he has struggled. He's had plenty of shots tonight, even some good-looking shots. He just couldn't get to go down for the Yellow Jackets.
So as Hendricks steps the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe, I ought to tell you that Brock McLaughlin has his 4th foul. Only a minute 47 in a game they have in control, but hate to see him foul out because you think he might add to that 22-point total. Hendricks, the second, and hits. So he's got an outside shot to hit that 20.
Yep.
Stecklin to McLaughlin, 1:40 left. Of course, for Lebanon, doesn't get a whole lot easier for them either.
No, they got that tough Ozark conference coming up.
McLaughlin, great finish, great pass from Drace. I mean, these two just have some kind of chemistry tonight. Here's Huff, 3-pointer off the mark. Stecklin pulls it down. Has McLaughlin, who has 24 points. so far. A minute 20 left. Osage up 19. They're going to improve to 8-3 on the year. They've won 4 in a row after tonight, 5 of their last 6, and they're really gelling. Here's Stecklin all the way. The layup is good. And Stecklin's another piece, Chris, you're going to want to pay attention to down the stretch for them, because he's really good offensively, but he's probably even better defensively. Hendricks all the way, scores it. Timeout for Lebanon, so it is back to a 17-point game, 72-55 your score. We're under a minute to go, and we'll have the rest of this one after this Ozark Homes timeout.
What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
And we are back for Lake TV's Game of the Week. It's the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, Chris, and they showed a little life there in that third quarter, but at the end of it, you know, this Osage team too much to handle. When you factor in that Lebanon was without a few of their top scorers and players, you knew that it was going to be a potentially a tough night in Osage. Pulling away here as we're inside a minute to go.
Looking forward to the matchup Monday night here on Lake TV. Osage at home to
Aurora.
Aurora.
It's going to be a dandy, or as Dickie V would say, a diaper dandy, baby. And there's Hendricks gets called for the foul, and Drace, he's going to head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance Charity Stripe for 2, as Osage now in the double bonus. They hit that last free throw. Did Osage, I think they missed that one.
I think he missed it.
Yeah, Faulkner, he didn't hit that second one. So Drace, an opportunity to add to his total. How many has he got tonight?
Drace has got 13.
Yeah, he's had a really nice game as well. 38 seconds to go.
He's just a natural basketball player. You can tell he's a gym rat. He's spent a lot of time in the gym just shooting and playing and knocking the ball around because it just comes so natural to him. A lot of that is because he's just spent a lot of time doing it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, although 13 points is impressive, he's been more impressive sharing the basketball with his hands, altering shots, great outlet passes, and hits the first here. You saw that ovation that McLaughlin gets as he was sub for, as well as Stecklin and Childs. I mean, great performance from all the Indians tonight. Drace, he'll be spelled from DePay, who also had a good night. Drace finishes with 15 points and a huge factor in Osage's win tonight.
And the student section, I tell you what, here at Osage, they stand the whole game, man. Those kids are really into the game here.
Osage up 21. Ray from 3 hits that. 28 seconds to go. Back to an 18-point game. Childs over to DePay. Got to get across the timeline and does. Over to Faulkner. Also had an impressive night. Another quick player you know is going to be an important factor for this team down the stretch. JP Cordula. Look at Osage, not even trying to score. Very good sportsmanship. Would have been easy to take a layup there, but they'll settle with a 74-56 win over Lebanon. Osage improves to 8-3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with our our Slumberland at the Lake post-game show. We'll talk with Coach Engelbrecht and our player of the game, brought to you by Jerry Phillips and Movement Mortgage. All that after this.
Happy New Year, everyone. Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture to the Lake. Still doing our winter blowout sale for a couple more weeks where we're taking 20% off all our Slumberland low prices, and you get 3 years, 36 months interest-free financing. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. where we're bringing happy home.
Hi, I'm Mike Heitman, your local State Farm insurance agent. Please consider contacting me for any and all of your insurance needs.
It pays to be a senior and shop at Hy-Vee. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount. Your produce, snacks, household necessities, deli and bakery, mealtime favorites, and everything else in between. It's the Hy-Vee Senior Discount 7 days a week at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, where it pays to be a senior.
And we're back on our Slumberland at the Lake post-game show and getting used to seeing this guy on Lake TV. Tonight's winning coach, Craig Engelbrecht. Coach, man, you guys really on a roll, and you guys look pretty good start to finish tonight.
Yeah, the guys have been coming out really strong at the beginning of the games, and tonight when Lebanon made that run at us, they're in the third quarter and knocked it down to 10 or 11. That's what these guys have been doing. They've been responding all year long, coming back and just kind of stretching out the lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was exciting to watch. There were some effort plays where really you guys just wanted it more, and you guys played really disciplined down the stretch, and you got a couple senior leaders that really know how to put a game away.
Yeah, that's what the coaches were talking on the bench. I thought we played great man-to-man defense, and you talk about effort plays, and then we switched over to our zone press and our zone defense, and Alton was running through the basketball and getting some steals, and Brock was getting some steals, and they were all just active, and I couldn't have described it any better than you did. We just made effort plays.
Coach Mike Anderson was watching our broadcast tonight, and he said he wished he would have had this guy on one of his teams, that 40 minutes of hell. This guy's right up that alley. Coach, congratulations. You guys improved to 8-3, winners of 4 in a row, 5 of your last 6, but man, starting Monday gets a little tougher. What's your team's mindset going into the weekend?
Well, Alton said it at practice, said, we're starting to play teams that are ranked in the state, so we've got Aurora coming up Monday at our place, and we go to California, who's had votes for 4A. They're 12-1 or 13-1, so it's going to show us what we're at where we're at right now.
Coach, well, I'm going to let you enjoy this. Have a great weekend. Man, congrats on the win. And now it's time to introduce our player of the game, presented by Jerry Phillips and Movement Mortgage. Alton Drace, man, you played out of your mind. You're all over the place. How's this win feel?
I mean, we're just out there having fun, man. I love it. We all love it when we're having fun.
I'll tell you, you guys have so many key roles and components on your team. But there's something special about you and Brock McLaughlin and the chemistry you have. Guy finished with 24 points. I think you had like 30 assists on his 24 points. What is it about you two that allows you guys to run everybody else out of the gym?
Man, we've just grown up together, and we played ball ever since we were little, and that's what we do.
So as you heard Coach say, you know about the upcoming schedule. Feels good being 8-3, sure. Winners of 4 in a row. But as you know, it gets really tough coming up. How good do you feel like you guys can be, especially in this tough stretch?
If we just play hard, man, I think we'll look good, and I think we could possibly win some games.
Alton Drace, tonight's player of the game, presented by Jerry Phillips and Movement Mortgage. Alton, man, great performance. Thanks for your time, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you Monday.
Thank you.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with the rest of our Slumberland at the Lake postgame show.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. I'm here to tell you about our off-frame modular homes. Our modular homes are built to the state construction and electrical code. They all have 2x6 exterior walls and are insulated just like a regular site-built home. Also, our homes are completely customizable from the floor plan to the kitchen, the master suite, and much more. As an added bonus, our homes are built inside a factory, so you don't have to worry about the weather affecting your construction time. When you're thinking about a new home, think Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
Welcome back to beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, this is Greg at Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach. Getting out on the water has never been so important to you and your family. With warmer weather on the horizon, now is the perfect time to get your new Yamaha Wave Runner or sport boat ready for some fun. Here at Surdak Yamaha, we've got just what you need. Our 2021 lineup of Yamaha Wave Runners and sport boats features sleek new designs and enhanced technology, so you can enjoy the premium boating experience powered by the #1 brand on the water. Surdak Yamaha has been family owned and operated since 1971, and this year we are proud to celebrate 50 years. For job opportunities as well as recreation opportunities, visit Surdak Yamaha on Osage Beach today.
You ride on our reputation at Gary Surdak. You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation.
Happy New Year, everyone. Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture to the Lake. Still doing our winter blowout sale for a couple more weeks where we're taking 20% off all our Slumberland low prices, and you get 3 years, 36 months interest-free financing. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Well, we welcome you back on Lake TV. It's our Millard Family Chapel's post-game show. Sorry, I keep saying that. It's Slumberland at the Lake. But, man, I'll tell you, Osage, 4 in a row, Chris, 5 of their last 6. They look so good tonight. And I know this upcoming schedule is tough, but if this team comes out and runs and shares the basketball and is active as they were defensively, I mean, I think they got a chance against about everyone they've got coming up. This team can be really, really good, I think.
This is a good, solid team, absolutely. The only thing they're really missing to be a great team is height, you know, and if you don't have it, you don't have it. But they've got great coaching, and they've got a couple of great ball players. I mean, you got Brock McLaughlin, who finished with 24 tonight, game-high 24, and he was really the key to pulling away in the fourth quarter, scored a lot of points. But you had Alton Drace that finished with 15, but as you mentioned during the game, he does so much more than score. This kid is amazing. He's a playmaker. He finds the open person. He knows how to make good passes. He is just something else, and that's why he was your Jerry Phillips Movement Mortgage Player of the Game there on the post-game show. And then some others leading the way for your game-winning Osage team tonight. 9 points for Will Faulkner, 9 points for Steckland, 10 points for Dane DePee, who came off the bench to score some really nice points there. Childs had 5 points. Really nice outing, good win tonight for your Osage Indians.
Yeah, impressive. As you said, they improved 8-3. Gets a little tough coming up. We talked with Coach Engelbrecht and, of course, Alton Drace following the game Monday. We'll be right back here on Lake TV as they're home to Aurora, who's 10-3, pending what they did in tonight's game. And then the very next night, Tuesday, they'll be at California, who's 12-2. And that Friday, they're going to be at Eugene, meaning next week, Chris, they have 3 games against teams with a combined 36-5 record next week. They come out of that with 1, maybe 2 wins. You got to feel pretty good. That's a tough stretch and doesn't get any easier. Then you got the Eldon tournament, and then Friday, February 4th, they're going to be right here against Versailles, another one of the leaders in the Tri-County Conference, who are 10-4 after tonight. Man, I'll tell you, it's going to be a tough stretch for them. And then after our game on Monday with Osage and Aurora, we actually have a little break without a broadcast for about 2 weeks and 4 days before we come back into February. But man, I'm telling you, what a performance tonight, not just by, the players on the court and the coaches, but everyone's dealing with injuries and sicknesses, and we're no different here at Lake TV. And we've had some really good people step up the last week and a half. Of course, I've been gone, and filling in tonight, Blake DeBello, he stepped up on the ground cam. He's a Lake TV editor that is one of the best in the business, and we love that guy. He was great. And then Megan this week, she always runs the top angle, but this week she was ready, and she handled the event preview for us and did a great job on that. She calls herself something we won't even mention. I call her Magnificent Megan.
Yeah, she's Magnificent Megan. She called herself Mediocre Megan. That's not right.
Make any sense. And then, of course, Jonah Diebert, who's typically running graphics, back on the Lake TV crew with his first game in a while, is our new office manager and account executive Dave Glendenning, who filled in last minute for us tonight. So appreciate Dave and super excited about the addition of him to the Lake TV team. And then, of course, you look at everyone else from Ricky Smith, our production manager, and Andrew Evans, our DOP. We have such a great crew, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this guy right here who ran solo last week while I was out, and it was the best broadcast I've watched on Lake TV. And Chris, I watch them all, not typically live, obviously, but every live sports broadcast that we do, I always watch in its entirety. And man, you guys are lucky to get to listen to this guy. And then I do want to give a shout out to Kevin and Deborah Hornick from Kansas City. I ran into them at the Osage Beach Walmart today. Big Lake TV fans. They recognized me and wanted to know why I wasn't on the coffee show and wanted me to tell Uncle Chris. Well, it's funny how many people refer to you as Uncle Chris now.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, everybody from your Unky Chris and your Wild Will from Osage Beach, have an awesome weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you Monday night.